Hello guys, my name is Jackie and I'm a specialized IELTS tutor, and this is the video to introduce the newest IELTS speaking topics to examinees, and I hope that my video will be useful for your IELTS speaking study. And if you want to have the newest IELTS study materials like study books, you can just send me email and you can just visit my website. So anyone can send me email and anyone can visit my website. So please subscribe to my page before watching the video. Thank you so much. Okay, let me start with part 1. So today's part 1 topic is about an art. So the first question is, do you like art? And my answer is, yes, I like. Although I don't know much about art, I like appreciating drawings and sculptures because it is a good way to reduce my mental stress and calm my emotion. Sometimes I visit an art gallery to see masterpieces. And next one is, have you ever visited an art gallery? And my answer is, yes, I have. A few months ago, I had free time at weekends, so I went an art gallery to see a special exhibition with my family. In addition, when I went traveling to London and Paris, I visited some art galleries. Okay, next one is there any artwork on the wall in your room? And my answer is, no, there isn't. Although I'm interested in art a bit, I don't have any artworks on the wall in my room. Instead of artworks, I have some pictures of my family members and the landscape of the nature. And next one is, have you ever had an art classes? And my answer is, yes, I have. A few months ago, I went to an art gallery and I had a chance to attend an art class to learn about art history. At the time, I took a lecture from a famous professor and I could learn many things about history of an art. Okay, so today's part 1 topic is about an art, so you can practice with my examples. So let me turn to part 2. So today's part 2 topic is, describe an uniform in school or company you wear. So my example is about the school uniform that I wore in my school days. So let me read my example first and I'm gonna explain it further. Let me start. I would like to talk about the school uniform I wore in my high school. In fact, in my daily life, my schedule is quite hectic, so hardly do I have enough time to spend for myself. However, a few months ago, after finishing my important project in my company or school, I got a day off, so I was spending my free time at home, and I saw some photos of my high school days. In the photo, I was wearing the school uniform and it was bought for me by my mother, and it looked like a formal suit. To be honest, I liked wearing my school uniform for the 2 reasons. Firstly, I was proud of my school. I believe my high school was a good place to learn and play with my friends. And wearing the uniform, I could feel that I was the member of my school. Secondly, I didn't have to buy private clothes. As I wore my uniform almost every day, there was no need to buy many clothes. So I didn't care about money to buy clothes. So without wearing the uniform, I couldn't have enjoyed my school life. And if I have a chance, I wish to wear it again. So as you heard, my example is about the school uniform that I wore in my high school days. So I liked wearing the uniform for the 2 reasons. Firstly, when I was in the uniform, I could feel that I was the member of my school. And secondly, because I wore my school uniform every day, I didn't need to care about any clothes, so I could save my money. Okay, so if you want, you can practice with my examples. Let me turn to part 3. So today's part 3 topic is about uniform. So the first one is, why should students wear school uniforms? And my answer is, a student wearing uniform can have several merits. If students wear uniforms, they can have the sense of belonging to their school. In addition, wearing uniform, it can help students to focus on study because they don't need to care about their clothes. Wearing uniforms can also prevent students from doing bad behavior. So if students wear school uniform, maybe they can just focus on their study because they don't need to care about their private clothes. And when they wear the uniform, they can have the sense of belonging to their school. And sometimes when students are in their uniform, it can prevent students from doing bad behavior because they are wearing the school uniform. And next one is, on what occasions should people wear uniforms? And my answer is, people need to wear uniforms when they are working. For example, a doctor and nurse should wear uniforms when working in a hospital. And salespersons need to wear uniforms when they are treating their customers. I think those people wear uniforms to give a professional image to patients or customers. So some people have to wear uniforms when they are working, like a doctor and nurse. They should wear uniform when they are treating patients. And also salespersons should wear uniform when they are treating their customers. And I think that is to give the professional images to their patients and customers. And next one is, should companies ask for employees' opinions about the design of uniforms? And my answer is, yes, they should. The uniform is the clothes that employees wear. And if employees don't like the design of uniforms, they don't want to wear uniforms. So if companies ask for employees' opinion, their opinion and preference can be reflected on making uniforms. The employees wouldn't object to wearing uniforms. Maybe my point is that maybe employees should like uniforms. So if companies ask for employees about the design of uniforms, maybe employees' opinions and preference can be reflected on uniforms. So maybe employees they are likely to wear uniform. And the last one is, can people tell person's personality by his or her clothes? And my answer is, yes, they could. For example, in the case of people who are introverted, they like to wear normal clothes and don't want to wear conspicuous clothes. In contrast, in the case of extroverted people, they are inclined to have unique and distinct style of clothes because they like to show themselves through their fashion. Maybe in the case of people who are very introverted, they don't like to wear clothes which are very conspicuous, and they just like to wear something ordinary or normal clothes. But in the case of the people who are very extroverted, maybe they like to wear the clothes which have very unique and distinct style because they want to express themselves through wearing very fashionable items. So today's part 3 topic is about the uniform, okay, and clothes. Okay, so thank you for watching my video, and I'm gonna upload more useful things. And if you want to get the private tutoring from me, you can contact this number, okay? So thank you for watching my video, and I'm gonna upload more useful things. Thank you.